Anyways, sorry about the interruption there. Maximus was getting peeled away by Aurelia until Doug came in and said, "Hey, wait, we're not done working here."
Yes.
And I think I'm going to resolve that with. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay.
An HR complaint. I got it.
Yeah.
Where is she? Here we go.
Who is our HR again? I forget.
Elise.
Elise.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I wish I was able to, I think I am able to make modifications to that roll. I should have. But it's very confusing on morale rolls because you actually have to add if there's a penalty. Which there is, given Aurelia's current circumstances and situation. So Aurelia pout a little bit, but she lets it go and kind of withdraws. She says something a little bit coy, like, "You boys have fun." And Maximus's attention is right back to his passion, automation.
Oh, he's one of those guys that just wants to automate everything, isn't he? It's like everything has to be automated. It's like, it's like you're gonna spend 10 times the amount of work for something you spend 10 seconds on every month. Oh. But anyways.
There might be some of that there.
Yeah. No, I can see it. I know those types exist.
Yep. I have to prevent myself from doing that sometimes, or overcomplicating things.
Yeah, well, that's what it does when you want to do everything like that.
It really does. And Aurelia is, I would say, fairly gently, even though Doug's words were very abrupt and direct. I would still say that it was very gently put in her place. Of, this is work that we're doing, and so we should be doing work. And Doug and Maximus can
that's
carry on.
slight notch up. Boy howdy, I don't know where to go from there.
Oh,
I don't do much.
yeah, you don't have to. I would say that Douglas and Maximus just kind of continue their discussions of what can and can't be automated. Maybe Douglas is even pushing him back down on some of the automation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Of course, this is coming from someone that overworks himself. So, maybe not.
Well, maybe automating the manufacture of explosives is not a great idea on a ship.
Yeah, I'll say that.
But what if
Did we leave the demo charge printer running?
God, that's like the ship. That's like the ship scale version of "Did I leave the oven on?" after you leave the house.
Oh man. We're gonna have so many demo charges. Or no ship.
Right. So I don't know. I was watching Mythos recently, and like C4, I mean, that's does not go off accidentally.
No, it doesn't. And I hold to that. I'm not a fan of the. If it's going to explode accidentally, it's going to be in a red barrel. Okay.
Right.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm not making any red barrels.
So we need to paint all the barrels blue. Got it.
Yes, that is how you.
Can we enter a room with red barrels, paint them all blue, and then we're safe?
That is how you trick the universe.
Wait.
All right. Unless you had anything else to contribute to that, Meowkin, I will.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have much else on that.
No, that's fine. I think that was a good small interaction.
And
Interaction.
hey, yeah,
Interruption.
learn more, characterize Maximus a bit more.
Mm-hmm. And we pan the camera back over to Elise, Libra, and Percy.
I love how Libra was just sitting watching Zoe and a friend with us, like, I can't believe I'm here with these two idiots.
Libra has not said a word.
She doesn't need to.
So, yeah, did you let it percolate and come up with a direction for the conversation or a way to start it?
I had a different subset of an idea.
Okay.
I can play along this year.
So let's go with the precog thing. Let's just go straight up to Zoe. I can introduce myself with fake name TM. Say that I'm a psychic, precognitive, that we will be working in the future, and so I wanted to make an early introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, I can go along with that.
That way we can get in. We can both say what we need to say, right? You know, yada yada. This is my associate, right?
Yeah.
You don't really know us yet, but we figured since right now is maybe we point out since now you have a gap in your security and we can have this conversation. I'd like to have it.
Yeah.
You know isn't that weird?
Yeah, give this letter to your dad. It details the other gaps in your security. If we found him, someone else probably could have. I don't know if we outright say that. And then we say to her,
Yeah, we can finish off the conversation basically saying like, here's our contact information.
yeah, don't
I don't
tell
know
him
when.
if you.
Sorry, I can say I know when you'll call us, but I want to leave that for you to figure it out.
Nice.
So I think that's what we want to do. I think that's good, right?
Yeah. No, I know when you'll call us. I know you're not going to tell your dad, or no, I know he won't catch you doing the call, but still be careful.
Yeah.
Something
I
like that.
don't even want to mention that. Just like I know when you'll call us, and I know you will know when to, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go with that.
If we don't prompt her about the dad information, she won't.
Yeah.
She won't
Wait,
do anything, right?
Wait, the other thing, do we walk side by side with Libra behind us, or do you walk in front with us flanking you?
That's up to you.
Flank it as.
I don't want it to seem like an ambush, so maybe it's best if the three of us all go together. Well, more of an ambush than it is, right? It's an ambush that we're approaching her. It's worse if we approach her from all sides, you know?
Well, no, I mean, like, do you want the triangle to be us two in front with Libra at the back, or you in front with me and Libra at the back?
Oh, in that case, you and Libra at the back.
That's what I said. Okay.
Okay.
Onwardsly.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just gonna come around a corner, or are you coming up from the cliffside, bushes that you're in?
I'll come around the corner, make it look kind of natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, upon seeing you, both girls jump. They're both startled by your sudden appearance, and there's a very quick exchange between Zoe and Justinia, who you learn her name is.
Yeah. Percy will just tap out a quick salute.
Zoe asks, "Are these your bodyguards?" Justinia quickly shakes her head. No, they're both a bit afraid of you, although you recognize in Zoe a spark of excitement and curiosity.
Yes, that's what we're banking on.
So I say apologies for startling both of you. It was a little intended, but not entirely intended. You see, I represent a particular group that has quite a diverse skill set. Mine in particular happens to be precognitive function. I see the future. And I know that not now, but soon, you will be requiring our assistance. And so I want to make this kind of introductory statement and maybe field a few questions so that way we can get to know each other before you're going to have to call on us.
I want to throw in there that there was a quick scramble for a compad by Justinia,
Mhm.
and Zoe actually held her, not held her off from it, but motioned her not to call for security just yet, and listened um, as Elise made her bitch.
God, why can't I shake the feeling that this is going to end with Zoe back on the Vazat and Cassian out for blood?
Zoe steps forward just a half step. What would I need your services for?
Protection, elimination, sabotage, subterfuge,
I have
kind of a
protection.
bag of that sort of thing.
You're past? Percy pipes up.
One call, and you're all dead.
One call, and we're right there to assist you. Whatever you need.
You're very bold.
Hmm.
You know you shouldn't be here.
Well, subtlety with friends isn't really my thing, so.
Are you the people Dad was talking to?
What was that?
Are you the people Dad was talking to?
Percy nods.
Cassian, Lord LaRue.
I've talked with him. And there's a reason why we're having this meeting like this and not with your father present.
Mm. Yeah,
And what-
as I recall, you were curious to hear what was going on, weren't you?
Of course.
You also curious about that big old blank spot in your memory?
The hesitation. And then she shakes her head. No,
No?
I'm past that.
Huh. Huh. Not even a little curious to know who you were before.
The future is more important than the past, and I, with my father, am building the brightest future.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You know, you're talking to someone who quite literally can see the future, right?
Well, if you're not curious, that's fine. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite you when you least expect it in a way you can predict.
And let me say that the past informs the future more than I think you're really considering.
Gets a little teenage invincibility upturned nose. I'm only 16. Actually, hang on, she's 17 now, I think. I'm
Yeah.
only 17. I haven't had enough of a past to inform.
Yeah.
It's all
How old do
forward
you
from
think
here.
I am?
Dex, remind me how old this is?
Like 30?
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, no.
Dex, remind me how old this is.
Das is also 17.
Okay.
Is she?
I think so.
I believe she's not yet.
She might be 16 still, yeah.
I think she's 16 for a few more months.
Yeah, sounds right.
My PDF reader lost the flipping thing.
So, yeah, the look on her face indicates Zoe knew exactly what she was doing when she said like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You know,
only
when-
like 5 years older than you.
Yeah.
First of all. And a lot has happened even before that time.
One of the best goddamn hackers in this sector of the cosmos is younger than you. You know that?
No. But
That's
she's
just my-
probably worked
That's
for my
16.
dad, so
Hmm.
that's fine, I'll know her.
That's so.
All the best work for my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rich.
And what happens when you take over for him?
Well, obviously, I'll have to get to know them all. And this is
Which is what
obviously a
we're doing
test
right
from
now.
my dad. I should have called him already or called Charlotte over.
If your dad wanted us to talk to you,
Then
what do you
you'd
think
be
he
here
said
like you
before?
are now.
Yeah, okay. You know what? You call your guards, see how many bullets they put in us, see if you think then that your dad wants us here.
No, I don't. I know I don't need to. I'm safe.
Hmm. Listen,
That's a nice little bubble of
let's
invincibility you got there.
try and make things just a tiny bit more clear, right? What do you think our relationship with your father is? Hmm?
Why don't you tell me?
No. I want to hear your perspective, your opinion.
It's okay. I'm only 17. I don't know anything about the world yet.
Yeah, you're practically an adult. Fucking say your piece. Come on. Or do you not have a shred of independence in that skull of yours?
I think you're mercenaries that work for my dad. It's
No. You can be quiet now. Let me correct you. We work
Wrong and wrong.
with your father, which means that
oh,
someone else comes along, someone else pays decent or sum, someone else has a slightly more enticing offer. That's it. That's the end of that deal. You understand? Most mercenaries don't work for, they work with. At least the ones that live long enough to make it a career,
not with House LaRue.
especially with House Lulu. So, when I come and tell you that sometime in the near future you're going to call upon us, that's not a maybe, that's not a possibility, that is for sure. You may not know it yet, you may not know it tomorrow or the next day or the day after that, but one day you'll wake up and you'll realize that the little phone number that I'm going to give you, something that you're going to need to call. It won't be a want, it'll be a need. On that day, we will answer. Depending on how things go, maybe we'll keep answering and keep answering. But if we don't establish this communication right now, if we don't open up the door, you're going to be left scared and alone while the whole world crumbles before you. And you'll see just how much that money really goes.
But I mean, if you're not even the slightest bit curious as to why we're extending you this offer other than your dad, if you really don't want to ask at all, then enjoy your little gilded cage. Oh, do you have the envelope? Or and Percy sort of gestures over at Libra.
Let me tell you what I see now.
Hmm.
Mercenaries. Skilled, if this wasn't a test from my dad, who know the power structure and think that 17-year-old little girl is a pushover that can be told how the future will play out with some trickery of the mind and maybe some psychic talent to back it up, and wants to bully her into a lifetime contract without words of need and service. It's almost like a little protection racket. But I promise you, I am learning from the best. It's Cassie and LaRue. The most brutal and vicious. If you've had any dealings with my dad, you know that already.
Oh, wow, she's wrong again.
You gotta ease up on her. She's still 17.
We'll see. Did you have something for me or for my dad? Oh, by the way, Justinia is looking at Zoe as if like, where the fuck is this coming from?
although I got to say, that bit of backbone that you found there, that bit of bite, remind you of the person that we knew before. Percy directs that at least.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that independence still floating around up there.
Mm,
It's refreshing. It's
everything.
nice.
Oh, shit, yep, here's the envelope. Yep. Give this to your dad. Tell him to work on your security before you get assassinated.
One
And,
question,
you know,
and if you don't answer it, we will never have contact again.
So yeah.
What do you mean knew before?
I did say
well,
I did
I
say we
think
knew
that
about that
for
gap in
this,
your memory.
we should... Sorry, you want to go?
Yeah, I did. I'm just personally to say I did say we knew about that gap in your memory. We offered to answer your questions. You said you weren't interested. And
And
you
when
just
that
shrugged.
question eats away at you for long enough, eventually you will give us a call.
And we'll quite happily answer you.
Answer me now.
No, not time yet.
That's not fair.
Future's not fair, is it?
Despite everything, we do care about you. And if you wonder
Why? You don't know me.
wow, 3 for 3.
Let's just say that somewhere within that gap, we did know each other quite well too.
Mm.
How?
Again, we worked with your father, not for him.
Nobody works with my father. How did you know me?
Like I said, for the future. At this point, at least, we'll motion for everyone to start walking off.
I'll tell you now, it's why we care about you, and it's also why your father has got you in such a tight little cage. And Percy salutes again and starts walking off.
I won't call you.
Hmm.
You can't even answer my questions now. Why would I call you?
Uh,
Jackal.
you want to give her a freebie?
Yeah, Percy. Wait, was that out of character or in character?
Out of character.
Okay, yeah, I'll give her a freebie. Yeah, just as we're walking off, just as she thinks that we've completely disengaged, Percy will call back, because you were one of us.
Ah, well, there's silence.
That was very productive. Okay, now, quick, call the meeting with Cassian before you go tell him about this.
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we got for today's session.
Damn it.
No, I will do Cassian's meet. I don't really need too long of a review session for this. So if you guys want to proceed with meeting Cassian today, this session, we'll cap it at that.
Let's do it.
I'm down it, but this would have been a really nice capstone if we were closer to end.
I think it would have been but I want to see how the meeting with Cassian goes.
Yeah. Oh, she's absolutely gonna phone us. She is absolutely gonna phone us.
All right, well, you set up a meeting with Cassian, and there's no team of elite agents coming to kill you as you descend back down the cliff face, so it's uncertain if she's immediately alerted Charlotte or not. You do hear girls chattering in hushed tones as you're leaving. Hushed and excited tones. And arranging a meeting with Cassian is not a problem. You've just done a job, and of course, there will be a car sent to a different address. You're to go to the garage. There is one small difficulty this time. You can't come in the back way like you were before. In fact, you're barely able to get back out to the ship after meeting with Zoe through the back way. Seems that there have been a couple of incidents within the city that are causing greater security scrutiny, and the people that manage that little gap in the wall don't want it being open and closed. So there's no way to open and close it.
Gee, I wonder who could possibly have done such a thing. Really, heinous criminals of the highest order. Foul
We
knaves.
should track them down next, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
So you are limited in what you can bring to the meeting to anything that you have a mod or a focus, basically some way of slipping past security with it.
That's fine. We have a Libra.
You do have a Libra. Let's
We have a Libra, we have creativity, and if worst comes to worst, we have Doug. He could probably rig an explosive in any kind of environment you care to put him in. We'll be fine.
yeah, this is we can do a bigger box here. Oops. Damn it. Why you do that? Why you do that? Okay.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. God, imagine how awkward it would be if we point out the holes in Zoe's security so it can get patched up, and then she rejoins us and gets killed anyway.
There you go. There's your box.
Hey, I take offense to that. Not everyone who's going to the meeting was stalking Zoe.
Now there's a meeting Cassian box, and there's an after Zoe was stalked box.
Okay, yeah.
Or the label can change to that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're actually the wrong way around, Doug. There we go, that's better.
There you go.
Libra's coming with us.
Yeah, he was coming with you. Let's see. Knox, do you want John there? And Ellie, do you want Riley there?
Absolutely.
We'll put you in the the mini box.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Knox saying absolutely.
Can I peace out for just a moment? I need to make a really quick bathroom break. I'll be back in literally 2 minutes at most.
Yeah, it's fine. Ellie, to meet Cassian. Or to meet with Cassian again. Okay. All right. We've got all the crew except for Riley. All right. Yeah, you do the good old car garage. Let's put some music on. Because it stopped when I crashed. Well, when my power went out. And you arrive at Cassian's estate. You're escorted up to some tables with some wine and finger sandwiches already prepared. And this is probably the next day. Or actually, no. I'm sorry. That was like the crack of dawn. So this is absolutely the same day. Question: were the rest of the people attending this meeting told of the Zoe?
Back.
What's that?
I said back.
Okay. Were the rest of the people attending this meeting told of the Zoe interaction?
They know that it was going to happen. Did we? Do we tell them that, or do we tell them how it went?
I mean, I don't see a reason to hide it from them, considering that it's about
Okay,
probably
fair.
color this interaction.
Okay, fair. Yeah, we'll give them a Cliff Notes version.
Okay. When you get there, you were told that Cassian is slightly delayed, but he will be with you shortly.
Uh,
Delayed because he's talking to Zoe, I think. Oh shit.
look at the food.
What was that, Jackal?
I'm just gonna look at the food and the wine. Wonder if I'm gonna get poisoned if I'm gonna eat or drink any of it.
I mean, you can probably try and have a precognition about it, couldn't you?
No. Let's save those.
Or have that sense of need for an antidote.
You could have Libra try it.
Eh.
Will we ever be able to discern if it's poison or not?
Yeah, I don't think that gives much information one way or the other.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah, there's no point other than if Libra's hungry. Libra, are you hungry?
She looks over at Elise. No.
What?
I do wonder if it's possible.
Did I say something wrong?
I do wonder if it's possible, and if Libra would be okay with it, if we could get like some spectral analysis stuff put within where a normal person's thought would be, so that she can eat stuff and tell us if it's poisoned. Yeah, put a pin in that one for later.
Why are
The
you
special
staring at me?
androids typically can't be modified like that.
Shame.
She answers Elise. I'm not hungry.
Okay.
You know all of
Well,
this
why
is
the
a
stare?
bad idea.
Eating the food? I'm almost sure of it.
You do. You're interrupted by a little bit of commotion by the entry to LaRue's actual mansion, as he is continuing to argue with Zoe about how no, she could not attend. Charlotte excuses herself from the table where you're at and
To fucking
walks.
buy him. I was gonna say to fucking buy him and carry Zoe back at the house.
And helps Cassian wrangle Zoe. Yeah. Once that door is closed, and you see a little pair of eyes looking out the window at you, he strides over and sits down. You've caused quite a commotion in my house today.
Percy stays quiet because he's doing his best not to laugh.
Not sure if we should be saying sorry or you're welcome. But I will go with the former.
He inclines his head. That's a good choice. And thank you. So, in addition to the data of those where'd it go? Of those gaps in Zoe's protection, did you give him anything else? Did you have anything else on that?
So I think, or I don't know if we like discussed it outright, but what I think we were giving him was the information about like the publicly identifiable. Well, first of all, we'll start with. Oh, by the way, we had time to pull some stuff off the data center before it was destroyed. Didn't know how much you'd have access to.
Hang on, before continuing the conversation with Keston, I want to know what was on the data slab given to Zoe, so I know what he's already seen.
The stuff that we gave her was just the gaps in the schedule.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I think what we wanted to give to Cassian, correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, was the. Well, first of all, like I say, we had some time to grab some data from the data center. Thought some of it might be useful to you. We're professionals, we do a good job. And we're giving him the publicly identifiable data about Zoe's guards. Yeah, sure, we'll find lots of traders that we think are gonna like be good at buying or selling stuff in the future, just as a gimme, just in case he wants that. And what else? There was something else in the trade section, I think. Was it the politics section? Shit, I can't remember.
Yeah, there was the path to becoming a state-recognized arms dealer,
Yeah.
and also the vendor list. Those are the main things in the trade data.
Right. What was the politics stuff again? I feel like there was something else.
Go into planning. I've typed it all or copied it all up there.
Okay,
Um,
right, give me a sec.
The non-union politics
Right, yeah,
stuff
yeah.
was just basically diplomatic data of various house leanings.
Right, so the data bit for anyone that would be good for getting out of politics, Zoe's protection detail, uh, hmm, he's already got the info about the gaps, and the trade stuff. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so most of what we, most of what's related to either him or most of what's not directly related to us, honestly.
Okay. Okay, so but right now he's only got the gaps, which is what
Yeah.
you handed to Zoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He pours himself a glass of wine, and he does sniff at it.
Christ, leave
um,
us alone with the bottle of wine for 5 minutes and he thinks it's poisoned. Can be rich and stressful.
takes a sip. Says, "Oh, well, you did a good job."
Yeah, consider it equal parts. We're professionals, you get a bit more than what you paid for, and apology for the trouble. And we'll hand him a data slab. Can you fit all that on one data slab? I imagine so.
Yeah, now that you guys have gone through and analyzed and pulled out all the irrelevant stuff, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll slide that. Whoever has the data slab, we'll put it out and slide it across the table.
Okay. He looks over it. He's obviously not going to absorb all of it
Yeah.
within the course of within the span of this meeting, but he
Yeah.
looks over it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very interesting indeed.
We think you'll probably be most interested in the stuff about the political leanings of the other house officials and lords, and possibly the path to becoming a licensed arms dealer.
Yeah, he kind of brushes his hand off to that. I'm looking more at the all of the deleted archived data following my daughter. She is headstrong as you've seen, and I'm pleased with how she comported herself. Never show your fear. He looks around at you.
Yeah, it's good to it's good to acknowledge it sometimes. It's a reminder of your limits. Not good to let it take over.
Did she show any fear when you confronted her?
Instead of the first startled little yelp, no.
Yeah, mostly just irritation that we weren't given her straight answers.
I have to work on that with her.
Certainly did better than what was her name? Jessica?
Justinia. A sweet, innocent girl that I always hope will spread even more to my daughter. She is sweet and innocent, I will assure you of that. She is not the Zoe you remember. And I trust you will not help her remember that.
Of course, most of us were assholes before. We wouldn't want to inflict that on someone else.
She's shaping up to be a proper, good lady of the house. Sounds weird when he says like that. He says Lady of House LaRue.
Hmm.
I still think that she'll be a kind and generous lady. You've
have a
exposed a
question
little
for
bit
you.
of an underpinning there.
I have a question for you. May I?
Please do. Yeah, go ahead, Ellie. And Jackal, go ahead. Sorry, that was responding to something that Ellie typed.
A few minutes
Oh.
ago, yeah.
Not here on the channel.
Ah, right. I forget.
No,
I
no,
don't
no
get.
thing.
I
She
don't get.
typed that and immediately dropped, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Jackal.
So it seems to me like you're a bit of a nurture kind of guy, right?
I would be. Yes. I'd like to think so.
Like, what if suppose that it's just in her nature to do that?
That's always a risk. Her habits and her interactions and her tendencies here since she returned have given me confidence that she will be a kinder, more considerate person going forward.
Hmm.
I don't believe that it is entirely her nature to be as cruel as she once was.
Sounds
And
like
I
she's a bad influence.
don't know where I went wrong in raising such a wicked child. I try to blame the loss of her mother.
Seems, I don't know, a little rude to blame a dead person.
Not blaming her mother. There's a very dark edge to his voice in that. I'm not blaming her mother. I'm blaming the circumstances and the event.
Hmm.
And a little bit of how I handled it. As you have probably already guessed, I'm not always a kind and nurturing man myself. She may
Would you
have
say that
seen
that's
it.
by your nature?
I would say that that is because I loved Melody very much. She was my world. She was ripped from me.
Mm-hmm.
Nurture.
Nurture.
I was nurtured into a hard, violent man.
You're saying
Or
that
it came
you
so
think
naturally to you in the moment that there wasn't even a second thought about maybe I should stop and hold back.
we do need to remember that though you're describing it like it's always a bad thing, it's not in all circumstances. Think of the peace and trade that you wrought with the bro. Do you think the kinder, softer man that you're talking almost wistfully about would have been able to negotiate that with them?
I would trade it for a peaceful childhood for my daughter. What good is the peace of the sector if she is troubled?
Hmm.
Percy sighs, and for a moment a very dark expression crosses his face, and he's like, I wouldn't know what that's like. I can't understand your perspective, haven't been there.
I wish you to have a child one day, and you can see how they are the greatest achievement you can ever accomplish, and seeing them grow.
If Cassian has any amount of interpersonal skills, then the waves of stop talking rolling off of Percy should give him pause.
Oh yeah, he's probably caught that. he is quite a good negotiator, and he is looking at Percy as he says this. I do not know what ails you, but the words I speak are true for me.
Percy is like noticeably breathing heavily. Not out of anger, or if it's anger, then not directed at Cassian, but still.
He looks across the rest of you. I will do anything for Zoe. It is wise for for associates of mine to remember that.
We'll say one more thing, and then I'll drop the subject.
Percy sort of
But I want you
sideways.
to remember that we're talking about a person here, with their own distinct thoughts and feelings, their own individual wants and desires. Your child is not your trophy to shape and mold into whatever image you like.
My child will have the best life she can possibly have, whether she makes it or I make it.
The best life by your standards, you mean?
I will make sure that her needs are met.
Her needs, not her wants.
They're the same thing.
They're not.
They are where Zoe is concerned.
And there you go, shaping what she wants and desires for her. Isn't she in this meeting right now? We heard.
Let's drop the topic. We're not going to see eye to eye on this.
At least we'll kind of just raise both our hands and like the resignation surrender, like, sure.
Cassie, we do have at least one other question for you that I know of. We managed to identify some of the people from Spectrestar who were present when Portia Lim was being handed over. You said that you were going to look into the issue and see if you could provide us with any leads. Do you think you'd be able to at least see if you can identify the people, just in case it can save us some data trolling? And Percy will pull an slab out of his pocket and load up a slideshow of the Spectrestar faces that got picked out of the Zoe Luria data.
Okay. Well, yes, this would certainly be helpful. Pass this over to Charlotte and let her copy it. We'll include it in our investigation, our review.
Excellent. And you know how to get in touch with us, yeah?
I know how to get in touch with you. I just call the number you gave my daughter. So stupid, but very brave.
I think I'm preferring the term bold.
Bold is a good choice.
Figured that brave, bold, and a little bit stupid would appeal to the kind of person who negotiates with Bro despite being half the size.
I hate to admit it, but you have me pegged there.
Percy smells a little. There we go. We see eye to eye. Anybody else have anything? He
I
looks around
don't.
everyone, including Catherine.
I don't mind it because she was safe. Because
Yeah,
of
patch up that
Because
Patch up
you
that
were not
security.
going to attack her, not because of the security gap. It was.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, patch up the security gap. The next people that jump her might not have the same attitude as us.
Precisely. And I don't mind it because it sparked that excitement in her, and she came home and told me with a gleam in her eye. And it helps me to understand what she does need better. And he leans forward to look directly at Elise. I think we may have misunderstood earlier. When I say her needs are her wants, I mean her wants are my needs. Zoe will get what she wants as long as it can be made safe. Or safe enough. If she wants to embark on a crusade across the sector, destroying planets as she goes, she will have all the tech we can uncover from Trinitafade and a capital battleship to employ it.
Okay, so out of character, I'm starting to think that we should really be doing the devil on the shoulder routine to Zoe.
This is kind of just silent, just sitting there staring at him. There is this obvious look of there's so much that I want to argue with you right now, but I'm going to shut the fuck up.
And Percy, once again, in contrast, is going, yeah, me and this guy are on the same page.
Alright, any... Oops, I was not on the discussion. Let me read real quick. Make sure there's Okay. Anything else that you want to bring up or go over with Cassian?
Douglas, shipyard?
Hmm.
Douglas?
Oh, I was muted.
Awkward.
I've said a couple other things, but it's okay.
Aw, it's always unfortunate.
It wasn't terribly important, but still sad. Anyway,
I mean, neither was half the shit I said.
Half?
Yeah, but yeah, you know, you got any shipyards you can put us in touch with to maybe get some repairs going, you know?
What kind
Much as
of...
I love just, you know, just doing, you know, EVA trips out to repair the outer hull, it's a little slow.
I can imagine. What kind of repairs are we talking here? Drive? Hull? Any battle damage?
I don't want to share too much. But we'll say, yeah, I mean, there's, what was it, a mishap, right? That was, so,
I'll cut to the chase. I need to know if any weapons that need to be covered up, or any combat damage that needs to be hidden or covered up, will be observed.
I think it was drive mishap and they had bandits organized looters.
Yeah, it's kind of really everything. I don't want to say. I don't know if I necessarily want to say. I mean, I don't know. Do we want to be truthful with Cassian on that? I guess glance at the rest.
I think, given that he's trying to help us, we can trust him with the details. He could probably get it from the shipyard workers anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, show a good face to
it's-
go far here.
So, anyone
And
else?
it'll also impress him
Feel otherwise?
with how much we can get done flying on a ship that's basically a wreck on wings.
Right. Anyone opposed?
No.
Okay, that sounds like close enough to a majority for me then.
Yeah, that's a yes and a not no.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it's pretty well fucked up. Yeah, so pretty much everything. The this was a drive mishap, and none of the weapons are functional, so we need to work on all of those. That's the biggest.
Tarasa without fangs and claws.
So
That's,
we do still have
It can still land into you.
we
that's
do still have
surely a juicy target.
we do still have possibly the most important weapon in our arsenal. A reputation of terror.
That is not just perhaps the most important. That is the most important.
You think anyone would dare lift a finger to us without, or you do think anyone would lift a finger to us and get close enough to realize that we can't harm them on a ship level?
It will be expensive, but I think I can arrange a dock at Belmont Station. And bury any paper trail linking to the weapons or us. Give me a few days, and then I'll give you dock coordinates, and you should arrive there within a couple of hours if you can.
Is Belmont Station in?
I didn't remember the name of it, so it's Light Rider Station. Derp.
Oh, Light Rider. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a?
Belmont, light rider, potato.
Oh, it does have shipyard platforms. Okay. It's just listed as a refueling station. I didn't even think about the fact that it could be a shipyard.
Yeah.
Oh, publicly available services are limited to fuel and maintenance.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. But we're friends with a rich guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And if he uses the data that we gave him, well, he's going to be an even richer guy.
At the very least, I think we should do that to get with the spare parts that we have. I don't know. I guess it depends what sort of additional cost, but if we can get at least one weapon up, we have the materials for one weapon.
Mm-hmm.
We still need more materials for pretty much anything else, though. Because I think
Now remember,
10,000 spare parts for a single weapon.
using a shipyard means that you don't have to use your own spare parts. You can use credits.
Yeah, but we don't really have all that many credits either. In fact, I think we have more spare parts like credits than we have actual credits.
Okay, fair enough.
We
Fair
can
enough.
cross that bridge when we get there.
I
We do have 470,000 credits in ship funds. So
I
haven't done the math yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you know how much the extra cost will be. The extra cost will have to be paid in credits, because that's just bribes and all that. But for the actual maintenance stuff, that'll just be 1-to-1, and you can just either pay that with credits or spare parts or any combination, 1-to-1. So I won't overcomplicate that for you.
Yeah. So yeah, we have more spare parts than we have credits and spare parts.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, same difference.
Okay. So he doesn't appear to be intent on murdering you for ambushing his daughter.
Good start. Good
That went
start.
better than I thought.
I told you it'd be fine, didn't I?
Doesn't mean I trusted you.
You have learned that he, at least as far as he says, if Zoe wants it, Zoe gets it.
Whatever. So wait, no, that's problematic. Probably.
Problematic unless we continue playing devil on her shoulder and make her want to come back with us. Like I was only half joking when I said she had a gilded cage, and we are the draft of wind that's blowing through the door. That sounds a lot less impressive than I thought it would. But you know what I mean.
It's also a lot less impressive now that you know that her gilded cage is going to be shaped however she wants it. It's more like a gilded Disney World.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, Gilded Disney World? Isn't that just Disney World?
Yeah, but this one has a gilded cage around it.
Okay, yeah, point.
And it's probably, you know, made with glitter gold or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
Anything else that anybody wants to talk to him about or raise or do before we end the session?
Not talk to him, but if we're leaving the planet soon, then I have something that I mentioned with Percy a while ago, though, that I want to get done.
Okay. Is it something we can do quick at the end of the session, or should we save it for next?
Yeah, if I could save it for next time, first I'll have a bit more time.
Okay. Then I will end this with yes, I believe you guys are finally leaving the planet. We'll let you do the trade one more time next session, so you can decide on the spot, you know, what you want to, if you want to buy anything, and if you want to take the prices you get for selling things.
I was going to say, watch us roll garbage again.
Well, also keep in mind that if you are planning to go to UIS, you could potentially become a seller of those energy arms there at a +2.
That's true, we should hang on to them at least.
Yeah.
I do have one quick thing I'd like to do, but
Okay.
but the thing is being rude to Cassian.
That's okay. He seems to expect it from Elise.
If it's fine with everyone else, I'll say my one rude snide comment, and then we can be done.
Depends, what is it?
It's not like we can stop you.
Yeah,
Fair enough. I
Fire
don't
away.
care if you can stop me.
Fire away.
Go for it.
As
But
long as
yeah,
it doesn't implicate
as
the
we were leaving the meeting room, Lisa will just say, "You know that saying that everyone has a price? Well, I think today I finally figured out exactly what yours is.
And that's
Let's hope we never
very
have to cash that."
very dangerous knowledge that you hold. Hold it tight.
Oh, it's not what you think it is.
I'm sure it is. He does have that little glimmer in his eye. Like practically every time he and Elise have battled, he has enjoyed it.
I'm telling you, this guy is an adventurer at heart. Honestly, I think it's only his obligations and the fact that he doesn't quite like us that's stopping him from joining.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the closing screen. And like I said, next session we will start with you leaving the planet, thereby fulfilling the requirement that you spend only 8 sessions on each planet. Or no more than 8 sessions, I should say.